Hello YouTube viewers, welcome to my channel Science to Technology. Hopefully you guys can hear me and listen to me without any issue. If that is so, please write yes AV so I can get confirmation that audio and video is working properly. And today we're gonna talk about some market turmoil that's going on right now. I hope things are working, live chat is active. Okay. Hello YouTube viewers. Okay, so as of now, I have also got the feedback from incognito windows. So I'm assuming the audio and video is working properly. So yes, AV, I got the yes AV, so that's cool. Okay, so as of now, I do think things are working. So let's get started. All things are good. Now, I do apologize, even though I've been here a week, my health was not really in good position, and I also got some bad news. So fundamentally, last week was not very productive or at all. I only got to make one shot. So there's gonna be live stream shot, Rocket Monday video, done. Nothing after that. So I do apologize for that. It's just that I'm not feeling well at all. So things are taking extremely large amount. I hope next week would be a bit more productive, but let's see how things go. I'm not gonna jinx it yet. All things considered, it's gonna be like this for a while because I have to travel a lot. Again, I have to travel, maybe even two places I have to travel. So a lot of uncertainty will be there in first few months of this year. So I do apologize for that, but such is life. You have a plan, then life has a plan. Like for example, my Bank of India credit card server is down. I'm not even joking, somehow that can happen. And I'm pretty sure somebody who uploaded a code bricked the code in such a way that they cannot revert back. Because again, 1 day downtime, understandable. They did give us a SMS that is going to be down till 5 January or 8 January, I think. 8 January. It did not fix itself. Then I looked into the app, trying to look into it. I have no data how much money has been taken out of my account, like credit card has account limit. So I have no data. I'm just running on hope and faith at this point in time and cannot check it. And there it shows 20 January. I'm like 20 January came and went. Yesterday got a SMS that it's gonna be fixed on February. So yeah, I'm pretty sure somebody is getting yelled on very seriously. It's like, how the heck you messed it up this badly? You're not supposed to be able to brick it this bad. Like again, update simply means you are improving something and things are working, but you should be able to revert back. They cannot revert back. So let's just hope they do not delay it any further, because I'm not able to make that budget sheet. I generally do, once the month is over, I create a budget sheet. What happened in December, what happened in January. I did not make to do that. So again, because credit card is also a big part of the expenditure. So yeah, this is a tedious. Again, you have a plan, life has a plan. So it is what it is. And now in terms of, that's my personal budgeting going all haywire, and on top of that, because of the market instead of Aadhaar card server also down since 2 months, not download e-Aadhaar card. Yeah, but that's a very what you call low priority, as in like Aadhaar card identification must be working. They must be making sure that identification is working. So generally companies do not run on one massive server. They generally have a lot of virtual what you call service servers. So there will be a service for e-cards, there will be a service for verification, there will be e-service for certain applications. So in such a way, they make sure that if one service goes down, it does not what's on your face, something on your face, hold on, is something on my face, I'm not seeing it. Okay, I think my okay. Yeah, sorry about that. How the company contacted you? Basically through Instagram and heck, I don't even know. Instagram, I think. Huh. I don't recall. I genuinely do not recall. I think email, Instagram, something like that. Okay. So yeah, microservices are there. So those microservices make sure that if in case of a failure, like you are saying that e-download is not working, other services must be working. And again, same way, while my credit card data is not there, credit card itself is working. I'm able to use it for, okay. I'm able to use it for basically payment and all that. So basically ticket payment I have done. Oh my God, I have no idea how bad railway ticketing has become. It's like every ticket is a freaking waiting list. It's painful, man. But 1 month ago, I downloaded Aadhaar. Again, it could be in his region or it could be in his system, or maybe he's feeding wrong login and ID. So that could be there. It's a very good question. I genuinely forgot. Like, how the heck did they contacted me? It was long ago when I made the video of that CV engine the first time. That's how they contacted me. I just do not know how they contacted me. It's like, damn. People reach out when they need to reach out. Yeah, so it's one of those things. So even in my case, like Bank of India credit card is working. It's just that I do not have the app update where I can see how much money has been spent, how much basically the data. I do not have the data, the passbook, so to say, passbook of it. So that is a messy thing. I cannot create that spender expenditure sheet that I create every month, end of every month. I have not done yet. So it's going to be tedious and frustrating, but such is life. You have a plan and life has a different plan. In terms of current market trends, holy damn, the uproar that happened recently was, oh my god. Because you have to understand, I keep saying this in engineering, and I'm lot of older videos also have that. Tomorrow's short video will also have that. Engineering has a rule of any domain, does not matter whether you're making plane, fighter jet, or whatever have you. You build it first or you build it better. Just because somebody made it first does not mean that you no longer have any what you call play, so to say. You can still do it, and this current DeepSeek proves this what you call aptitude, so to say, proves this aptitude quite well. Because here's it, ChatGPT did the bulk work, right? But here's it, the moment ChatGPT became a real thing, was launched to the public, does not matter if it's open source or not, it proved to the world that something like this can be done. And the moment you prove it, you remove all the constraint, like you let people free. Because that's the whole point. Why the heck second boom device from basically Soviet Union happened so late? Even if they did not had spies, it would have happened. Let that be very clear. Yes, spies only delayed them. Like, wait a minute, how the heck spies delayed them? Because Soviet Union had good scientists. There is no discussion, but they had really good scientists. They would have created a different, better yield variant, but it would have taken 1 month extra. And they're like, no, no, do what exactly they have done, because it goes boom. We know, we have a fact, we have a proof, and because it was a top-down bureaucracy rather than competency, they just kept away there. Because again, otherwise they would have been like a much higher yield, much quicker, so much better design, so to say. But it is what it is. It's the sort of thing happens in development and bureaucracy. So the moment first things happen, everybody knows that it can be done. Now you cannot stop it. So for example, let's say the first car company, like Topsy, the thing I keep talking about, the Edison Motors, the first time they will sell a truck and some big company will actually look into it. Right now they are too small, they can like easily hide into the cracks, so to say. But the first time somebody will really look at it, they're like, holy damn, I can do it. Yeah, because again, there is nothing, quote unquote, they do say patent, but I do not have idea of how the heck they are patenting. You can't patent series hybrid train or something like that. Like, again, there could be something weird, but you should not be able to patent something like that. It's like patenting induction motor. You can't patent that. So, I do not know what exactly they may have certain because again, like why we are making CV motion, that is a patent design, because the mechanism is completely novel. It's like not like, oh, in past it used to be. No, it's completely novel design. So fundamentally that's patentable. But in other design is like, what are you patenting? Like you are buying engines, you are buying motors, you are building motor controllers. So, and you can't patent like putting things together in this ratio. So it's I'm confused what do they have patent about, but they may have some patents and they have to, otherwise funding would be a bit difficult, but let's see. So the moment somebody cracks it, the door is open. And again, that's what exactly happened. ChatGPT basically proved that this can be done. That's the first point. And second, every other open model gave the world idea what not to do. That's a very big thing. You created a scenario where it's like billions of things can be done in order to lead to AI. They're like, okay, only this things can be done to lead to AI. Now you have already filtered it. Every company that is coming after you already has their data. Like there is a very good example in rocket industry. SpaceX is the first company that actually tried to make a reusable rocket. Cool, awesome, GG. They did it. Now, what did they learn? They learned that if you land it on the barge on a sea, it costs too much money. It's inefficient financially. From rocket equation, it's good. From economics, it's bad. And again, physics, engineering, economics. Economics is like no. So what do they do in next variation? Make sure the rocket comes back exactly where you launched it from. So your launch window and weather window, all of those are shrunk. You no longer have the issue, which again, Blue Origin had that issue, is that the launching site, landing site, the barge site, it was unclear weather, so they had to cancel it, even though they could have launched it. But imagine, same rocket, but it comes back exactly with there. Boom. So they realized very early on, every company knows now that it would be better to build a bigger booster that comes back rather than building a smaller, cheaper booster that goes there, because your running cost will be higher. So what does Rocket Lab does? They are like, Neutron comes back exactly where you launched it from. I'm like, you build it first, you build it better. Their second rocket is far more economical because they learned all the lessons that SpaceX have learned the hard way. They're like, copy paste. So it's one of those things. Investing in mutual funds or stock. Mutual fund, I do not have idea of stocks. Again, if things go well, my aim would be to try to invest into stocks this year. International stock, I do not know how to do it, and I have a bad feeling that it might just take too much money. But let's just see what happens there. Have about an Enigma E laptop made by an high schooler Linux made a video on it. Huh. Not sure about that. Can you explain why deepfake is open source, meaning why lose profit? No, no, no. See, this is another aspect you have to understand. If the only technological benefit you have is patent, you really don't have that much good thing. And patents do expire. So, and again, so you have to understand, the company generally tries to do what we call proprietary and little bit of patent, and patents are almost like a trap, so to say, because once you patent it, every company now has the idea that this is the base design, how can we tamper it to bypass the patent, and many times they end up with a better design even though you are the one holding a patent. It has been done many times. It's a So patent does not guarantee, and again, it's AI is the easy part. Hard part is making a profit from it. If they had done this as a side project of the main company, it's like, who cares? It's like it's a side project, and all the publicity they are getting, it's a turbocharging their main benefit. It's like they're done, they're good, they're sorted. All the $5-10 million they have put into it, they've already gotten their return on it. They're done, they're solid, they're sorted, and all the development that will happen will help everybody. How? Exactly how Linux works. Sorry about that. I have no idea. I've been getting cold way too often and way too painfully, so to say. But there is first mover advantage for ChatGPT. Yes and no. Yes, they had first mover advantage. That's how they got the evaluation being so high. But did they invest it wisely? I do not know. That time will tell. Because I can guarantee you, the moment DeepSeek became a thing, they are the first one to clone the whole damn thing and running it on this, hyper cluster. I guarantee you that they have modification on that done rather than anyone else. So they already have the data. Don't worry about it. Now, question is, all the evaluation they got, how do they monetize it? Basically, the bad example would be Tesla. Elon Musk has a cult of personality. Now that cult personality allows them to fake promise. Now it does get evaluation, does give a lot of money, cool. But how does he utilize that? That's the part where he messed up. Basically, if you remove Elon Musk as a person, like, poof him, like he no longer talks and comes into front, Tesla will disappear, because it's not a profitable company. You cannot have $1 trillion evaluation when you are barely selling 1% of the total vehicle sale. So, and again, every other car company, you have to put all of them together, then they get to 1 trillion, and you have 1 trillion value, you do not even have 1% of total sales. Yeah, it's not viable. It's just cult of personality. But if he was smart, he would have spent that money wisely in order to actually do deliveries. But he did not. Every time somebody says, sir, where is the delivery? It's like, here's the new promise. Sir, here's the new promise. Here is the new promise. Every time, it's just new promise, new promise. It's like, do the goddamn delivery. He's literally the sole reason why the stocks are okay right now, which again, it was in constant decline, is because he got Trump, and from investment point of view, it's like vibes. The vibes are good that Trump and Elon Musk are like chitty buddies. So things are looking good. Other than that, the stocks would have been completely crashed. I make expenditure Excel sheet from 2023. Now I have entered every transaction I do, even cash transaction. I do every transaction, but I don't do cash transaction. So cash is just like, cash for personal use. Do you believe in deep training really cheap, or some hululu? Yeah, there could be some, spice. But again, given how engineering works, I have a feeling that it should not be that difficult. Again, the first or the better. Build it first or build it better. So I do not think it's like China is also copy pasting SpaceX. They are not there yet. They're not there yet. Delhi air affected your cold or smog basically. Maybe that could be the case. Again, I have a feeling that when I was in Delhi, my lungs were adapting to Delhi pollution, and now I'm back. My lungs are like, what is this? What this different air is freaking out. Would Nvidia focus on gaming GPU now after defect? Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Can India become $5 trillion economy in 2 decades? See, that's the easy part. But problem is, if it takes 2 decades, 5 trillion will not mean as much as it used to. That's the problem. You have to understand that because of inflation, it would not mean it. Like we have to catch up to the world, and we are not in the race, so to say. Like that's the hard reality of it. Like we are not on the race. Like that's what I was saying na. America had the first AI, China had the better AI, and India has a astrology AI. So it's a fundamentally we are not in the race. And again, you have to understand, look at the bigger picture what India is. So India has 3 states, 3 to 4 states that has majority of healthy population, as in they are not going extinct. So you have UP, you have Bihar, you have Jharkhand, you have a little bit of MP. So this thick band, what are this band focused on? Government job. The end. Nothing else even exists. Now here's the paradox of that. Now government jobs, they have very limited seats. So it's said around 6,000 crore rupees are spent by government collectively for this every single job. Okay, 6,000 crore. But here's the how many people are applying for that? Bonkersly high, ludicrously large number of people are applying for that. But here's the deal, what does that mean? If so many people are applying for that, now there is a second ecosystem in India of coaching center. Coaching center is a 60,000 crore, let that be very clear, 60,000 crore industry just for that. So India's majority brain power is just going into that training ecosystem, not actually doing anything. We are just basically it's what you call a pyramid scheme where it's like, come to our coaching center, we're gonna get you into this IIT, we're gonna get you into this. It's there is nothing, like literally we do not have vision, we do not have anything. We just like coaching or trying to get into something. Nothing. So we do not have visions, we do not have eyes, we do not have dreams. So that's why, like, and this is happening to the majority population. Now South India is doing bit better, they have better farming ethology, what you call philosophy, and again they are far more productive, far more economically successful, and again they have completely different view. Like it will freak you out if there you said I have government job, people will like, you have government job. So it's a different kind of vibe, so to say. But again, if India's majority of population has that sort of brain damage mindset of like government job, government job, government job, it creates an ecosystem of where it's like more money, more money, more money, more money from coaching. So we are stuck in this loop. So, and again, how can we break this loop? Well, government can do one forceful thing, only 2 tries. You clear in first try or you try second time, the end. Like again, it will be cruel, but it will save countries a long-term future. But it is what it is. Any comments today? The income tax cut? No. Again, I am not that kind of person. It's like, Jimmy Schreiber, you are repeating the same thing. I think you literally are repeating the same thing. I have read the exact same comment that you did. Doing transition in case would help in less expensive. When do you think about it? Doing transitions in case would help in less expense. Would you do think about it? I don't have. I'm not getting the vibe you are asking. USA and India planning to ban DeepSpeak. Is it good idea? I don't think you can ban it. It's open source, meaning there are a lot of many Indians and Americans, they actually have it in their computers. So I don't think you can ban it. Uh, Nvidia knowingly creating shortage of 1519, 52 GPU in America, less than 2059 are available across America according to Gamer Nexus thoughts. Again, see, it's one of those things where it's like, and I do not think it's a shortage. I think it's a, what you call, what's the term, yeah, supply management, meaning they know 5090 is so expensive, not that many people are, so they have like, okay. And again, I have talked about this in my RAM videos whenever I'm talking about that sodium, the replacement of sodium. I forgot what is that replacement of sodium. It's like whenever a company has to launch a laptop, let's just say Apple is launching a laptop, they have to take a gamble on day one. It's like my factory is this, how many 16 GB laptop I'll make, how many 32 GB laptop I make, how many 8 GB laptops I. They have to take that gamble. So Nvidia also has to do the same thing. They have to take a gamble. It's like, I think this much market share is there, so let's release this much 5090, let's release this much 5080, let's release this much 5070. They have to do that. And again, once the first batch is consumed, then they will unlock the second batch, feedback from the first batch. So if they realize, let's say 5090s are being consumed, next batch order would be like, okay, pump 5090. So again, this would be my more realistic analysis of that, where they are like, okay, we do not know, right? It could be a scenario it's like, oh, everybody will buy it, but most people don't buy it. You will be stuck. So it's like, I can see that sort of what you call balancing of the production capacity. If I'm being economical, that's how I will do it. It's like, okay, launch based on best market analysis, launch brick by brick, and then see how it's being consumed. If it's consumed very slowly, do not rush for that one. Whichever is consumed very quickly, you make sure that is boosted. So that's how I will do it. After 3 years, I finally upgraded my home internet speed to 200 ms. Now it feels great watching content or yeah, ironically I went backwards. I was in Delhi when this happened, like my what you call bill ran out, Geo fiber, and I was thinking about that I don't actually need that 300 mbps. The reason why I have 300 mbps is like back in the long days, like very long ago, before Airtel Extreme Fiber, Geo had this weird rule where it's like, your upload and download were not same. So you could have download speed of 100 mbps, upload would be only, let me be very clear, download 100 mbps, upload 10 mbps. Now since I am a YouTuber, I upload every day, that was not acceptable. So I had to pay for 300 mbps to get to that 30 mbps upload. So then I updated for yearly, because again, if you pay yearly, you get the benefit, you get 1 month extra. So I was like, I have to pay one way or the another, I have to pay. And if I pay it once, I get some benefit rather than no benefit. So might as well do it. I did that. After that, they released the Airtel one. After that, I got like, okay, 300 down, 300 up. And now I've been doing that for 2 years, I think. Now I'm just like, you know what, I think it's overkill, so I reduced it to 150. Again, I think it would be fine enough. It should not be that big of an issue. Can AI become super ASI, artificial super intelligence? Maybe, but right now I do not think so. Right now we are very far from it. Why? Because our computers have not upgraded that much. So you are right now creating virtual, basically a virtual space that is running on real hardware, and in that virtual space you are doing your neuron calculations and all that. So virtual space is fundamentally limited by the physical limit of the hardware. The hardware has not changed too much. If I see, let's say, photonics computation, quantum computation, all of those things becoming exponentially larger, then being utilized, then I can see some major jump. Right now I do not think that much. Right now most of the upgrades will happen in terms of basically the running cost. Basically that's the current game, because ChatGPT is good, it's more than good enough. It's just that if you can reduce the energy cost of it, basically how much energy it takes to run and give answers, that will be the next big thing, and which again China did prove that it can be done. So that's there. So what do you think current market turmoil? Current, that's what we are talking about. That because China proved that part, everybody like literally that's why market almost crashed. S&P 500 also had a deep, Nasdaq also had a deep what you call downwards. What's the current status of Fume Extract? I've forgotten about that project. This what you say. The market, because here's the deal, and again that's why Nvidia also lost it, because the moment you show that you can do it for much less, basically rather than billions of dollars, you can do it in millions of dollars. People are like, why are we paying so much for this? That demand, it basically proved the demand instantaneously. People realize that if they are consuming that much, that means their models are not efficient. So everybody did a freeze on it. It's like, okay, stop buying new graphics card and a new compute card. Stop, make sure we are actually utilizing it. And that's caused a ripple effect where every company just felt that experience. So it's like, whoa, why everybody is pulling the money? And you have to understand, inflation is going so high, every central government is increasing what we call interest rate. So taking money out of the government is very expensive, as in like borrowing money becomes expensive in that time. So all the projects that has been going on from year 2020, they are like, okay sir, it's 5 years has passed, please give us some return. And most AI companies, that's why I've been saying from day one, like making AI is easy. Making AI that is profitable, that's the hard part, and that has not happened yet. So now it's like, okay, we do not have to spend so much, because again we are wasteful. China proved that part, and we have not even made any return on investment. So that caused the market turmoil that you are experiencing right now. Ironically, even Nifty 50 in that as in Indian Sensex is also not performing very well. Like it's been down for last 6 months, and this is the first time I've noticed my Nifty 50 going into red. Now again, you have to understand. If you put one lump sum money early days and forget about it, it would have been in green. But I keep putting some money every month, so it's been shocking to me that I guess I thought it's hey, it's 1 year is over, so it should not go into red now. I think I have to wait for 3 to 5 years when it becomes such a big thing that it's like no longer go into red. My apologies. Deep seek increased demand for GPU for personal AI. No, decreases. It decreases the demand. That's the whole thing. It decreases the demand. Pretty sure alternative to China's Nvidia is coming to China very soon. Yeah, that no, 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 no. It's one thing to write a software. It's another thing to make a hardware. Okay, that's like no, 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 no. Those things are like not. So, what's your thought on India being low trust society, which is a more. It's the same thing, man. It's the same thing. Want to match the performance, but close to that. No, it's not there yet. It's not there yet. There are any chances of fifth player in mobile operator like in 20? Maybe, maybe. After DeepSeek, maybe not far from today. I will wait patiently. Yeah, that see again that there is a very good chance why you not complete any project from start. I do complete it. Film extra is completed. It's just that people don't pay for it. Everybody is like, okay, you watch it and then nobody watches it and nobody pays for it. It's like, it's as simple as that. It's like the interest I have, and again, as a single individual, it's very hard to do anything for very long term. It becomes very boring. And other things happen in my life, my man. You have to understand there are other things happening in my life, some real and some like court based. So real things happen and health based. Like again, I have my tickets is already booked. I'm not sure whether I'm going to go or not because again, waiting list. But again, life happens, my boy. Life happens. So how much storage you have in your main computer? Not that much. Not that much. Don't have money, otherwise I would have had much larger storage. I just don't have the money yet. So that's the whole point. I think 1 terabyte of main SSD and then a little bit of hard drives. One SSD, two hard drives, and both hard drives are I think 4 terabyte or 2 terabyte. Hold on. So one terabyte hard drive, two 4 terabyte hard drives. So it's 930 GB plus 3.63 terabytes multiplied by 2. Why USA not completely ban GPUs for China? It would be too expensive. And again, as a government, you do not want to do what we call overreach, where you are directly telling what to do and what not to do. Because again, if you do that, Nvidia will get pissed off. And again, there is a balance of power between pushing and pulling. You push a little bit, you do not go completely YOLO. And again, Trump is also saying the same thing. And like you want to ban TikTok because again it's China. Again, if they wanted to ban TikTok because of social contagion, I would have respected that. But saying it's like a China spyware, it's like every mobile phone you have is from China. So how the heck that makes sense? So yeah, they would have done that. Give some work to old mining GPUs. Time to give some work old mining GPUs. Yeah, that's one thing by you. Just news, just news. What is your next project? Again, right now I do not have next project. Right now I'm working with that engine that I have already shared. I was there in Delhi. Let's see how that part goes. That's a next chapter as of now. It's outside of me. That's the good part. There are other people in it. That's the best part. It's not just me alone. So that's the good part of it. Let's see how that unfolds. Over time, we'll know. By September, October, we'll know how things go. Again, in terms of AI, again, AI is no that market upset that happened now is simply because now everybody is realizing maybe everybody is overcharging a lot. The moment it happened, it's almost like bubble bursting, where it's like the same thing like in 2008 when everybody was like, this property is like millions of dollars. People were like, yeah, I'm not paying that much for it. Very few people could pay for it, and then market started to collapse. Tick, 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 tick. It's like it's the same thing. You have to understand. Like let's just say you built an airport, right? And it's like 4,000 crore or something like that. Cool, awesome. Does not mean somebody else will pay you that much for that. So there is a cost of something and valuation of something, and there are scenarios where it could have something opposite of that. For example, let's say a data center. You built a data center, right? And it has a running cost and all that. Now it's 2-3 years old, or let's say 5 years old. you spent millions of dollars on it, but here's the, if you have not gotten millions of dollars out of it, you can't sell that thing. Nobody will buy it because it's like, hey bro, it's like 2 cycles old. At this what time you will not get the same money back. So you have to understand cost and valuation, they are two different things. Many times that could happen where it's like, you may be like, okay, let's sell this to make money. You may not make your money. It's a very, very, very serious thing. I don't get that 200 USD subscriber subscription on ChatGPT. Does it make sense even if you are power user, or will it waste of money? Again, that's up to you. Do you need it? Yes or no? That's up to you. It's the same thing. Like, why do I pay for a YouTube Premium? Because again, I consume enough of YouTube where it's like even saving a few seconds every video clip makes a big difference. And again, supporting creators is a good thing. So I'm doing that. I'm thinking to go into space self-cooling paint, but don't know what to do, where to do, what to start. Any suggestions? I'm the wrong person for it. If I knew that, I would have had my own company. So you have to understand certain things, certain questions I can't just answer because again, I do not know. Is there any manufacturers in India? No. Will use it from where you will purchase and all that. See, that's the hard part of it. Basically, I know how to make a YouTube channel because that's what I did. I know how to be 3D game artist because that's how what I did. And if you're asking like how to be a company, start a company and all that, again, that's not my department. How to get money for that and all that. Again, there's more than enough money. And yes, that's in a downturn market. There is more than enough money. Heck, there are companies that have valuations that does not justify. Like Ather, that or Scooty company, it has like freakishly high valuation, freakishly high, and they're not selling that much. They're not selling that much. And Ola has like ludicrously high valuation, and freaking Bajaj is selling more than that. So weird things happen in market. And again, that's what Naman Gandhi is good at. I have already done a lot of live stream with him for this exact reason, because he's good at that, starting a company, getting the fundings for it. But again, it's one of those things that I can guarantee you it's nigh impossible to do alone. You must have someone, at least two-person. Like, I have never even seen or even heard of idea of single person. It's always two, three, or four people. Always, it's never one person. So it's like, Nvidia stock value fall is good. A little bit yes and a little bit no. Depends when did you buy the stock. If you have bought the stock long ago, it does not matter. If you want to buy the stock right now, again, not a good thing. But if you bought at the peak, now you're like, yeesh, what was the point? Now you have to wait very long for Nvidia to catch up. So that's a very, very weird thing. What do you mean can't ban? Not every one has server. We can't fully use it on PC. Can't ban? Not everyone have servers. I don't get it. I don't get Vishwas. Uh, I do not get your questions. My apologies. Sir, do you have health insurance? Yes, I do have health insurance. Victor, thanks. I'm confused, jumbled. Again, I'm not the right person for it. I'm not going to joke about that. It's like, I do not know. There are certain things I do not know. And again, even in this, the CV motion that I'm working with Ahirawat, I'm genuinely do not understand the business part of it. I'm like flat out, even to the CA of it. I talked to her. It's like, it does not make sense to me. It's like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? But again, it's something that I have to accept that I do not know. I do not understand this. Let's see what happens. Whatever happens, happens. Again, I have to accept it. It's not my area. Again, I am good with some things, I am bad with some things. It's such is life. US planning banning DeepSeek. I don't think they are banning it. I do not even know where you got that information. And again, I don't even think it's possible to ban something that is open source. Meaning once they have already have downloaded everybody, you can't ban it after that. So I don't know. Let me get some. Yep. Now, right now, the biggest news in USA is that immigration thing. Everything else is, I use ad guy, you block or anything for ad blocking, you have for UI customization, it gives me way more option. I get rid of start apps, only 8 videos, a home screen, your thoughts. Again, you can do that, but again, you're also taking money away from basically active earnings of the creators. I'm not gonna make money if everybody starts to do AdSense, and if everybody starts to do AdSense, YouTube will start blocking them. It's like, okay, it's like if they have to also make money, they can only make money if people are buying advertisements, as in like clicking advertisements and interacting with it. So you have to understand, it sounds very easy. It's like, I want everything for free, but there is a cost to it. The only, like either you deal with annoyances or you pay it. And if you're like, no, I will not deal with annoyances, I will also not pay. Only some people can do that. If everybody did that, then again, YouTube will simply either go bust, or YouTube will simply be like, okay, it's like Netflix now. Everybody has to pay. So it's one of those things. After running own AI model locally, AI is not economical. Then need to optimize 100x at least to make any profit. Need to build a dedicated hardware, special models, DeepSeek with chatbox AI is cool. Again, that's what's going on right now. That's what we are in right now. Remember the first mobile phones? They were this size. They were this size, my man. And now we have this size. Again, that's what happens over time. It's not something day one done. That's not how it happens, my man. Things takes time. Things take time. Things takes time. How to find perfect PC component match to avoid bottlenecks? Basically, buy the most expensive component of everything. Buy the most expensive one. The end. Buy everything top of the line. The end. So I use local Gunda Fiber. Had many times the local ISP can easily watch your browsing history. What shall I do for it? I can use VPN for every device. No, you can use VPN for every device if you program VPN on the router itself. If you can't control the router, you can put a second router. Basically, set the main router as a bridge and use second high quality router. So basically, you will become, let's say, fiber that is coming, or coax is coming, or whatever have is. That router is the main router. You put a second router on it. Now that router you control completely. There you can do lot of things, lot of things. So that's the actual viable option you can do if you really want to have like VPN for everything, ad blocking on the network level. Lot of things can be done if you want to do that. That's the option. What is your next project? Again, I do not have any next project right now. My next project is get healthy. That's my first thing. Freaking get healthy. I'm like way too unhealthy for last 6 months. Again, first is spine issue, then like this cough is causing me way too much issue. Why you're not uploading new videos on Hindi channel? Again, I'm too goddamn tired. Like since I came from Delhi, I've been sick and too tired. I did do one live stream that was very helpful. That was with Deepika Bhatto, which was about Delhi's air pollution, and she is the well expert on this. So I did do that. Unfortunately, I do not like the idea of calling a guest for 2 times. It is like, okay, one do this for Hindi channel and do this for English channel. So it's generally done for one. So there is a penalty with that, but that was a good stream. So I'm happy with that. IGF may not be that far from today. I will pay. It will be there. It will. It's already there. Question is like you have to understand how much money is needed settle in Australia. A lot. It's not free. You have to understand. If you think America's immigration is hard, every other country is much harder. For example, in Australia they have a number system. How much points you have to gain, and it could take years to gain that much point. So that's there. Wait for next camera. Tuesday, though it will be a long time. Yeah, it will take long time. It will take long time. I do apologize for it. Although there is a tiny bit of hope that I have a feeling, I have heard some rumors, and again, I hope it is true, that Sony is about to release A7 Mark V soon. And I have the funding secured for that. I will buy that the moment that camera is announced. Assuming if it's not hideously wrong or hideously expensive, that should be my next camera. It's like, I've been waiting very patiently for that. I knew A7 Mark IV is like 2 years old when I got the funding for it. So I could have bought that, but I would have realized that in 1 year it would have feel outdated. So I was like, yeah. I use Pi-hole, OpenVPN or other subscription for VPN server. Router your traffic via that, and that is way better alternative than VPN. Yeah, that's one option. That's one very viable, genuine option. It gives you control. Again, if I had better power in my area or bigger solar in my, which again, that's why I'm doing investment. My investment is literally invert of loan. Rather than paying loan, basically taking out loan, then paying the principal, then paying the interest. I'm like, what if I pay the principal slowly, installment by installment, collect interest on it, then have the principal, then spend that to get the solar done. So that's the current plan. Current plan as of now. It could take years. That's the sad part, but it is what it is. I'm waiting for yeah. Amit Gupta, hi to you. Shiv Royji, you have said about this many times. It's like at this point it becomes your own problem. It's like it's toxic. You have to let it go, man. Like you have to get out of there. Do that. Like you can't repeating the same line again and again. It's like this house is toxic. This house is toxic. It's like It's like it's one or two times. It's like okay, we understand. But like if you keep repeating it, it's like, see, we all have our demons. You have to understand. There is a saying like we all have our crosses to bear. So it's one of those things like just can government ban VPN? If yes, why CCP not ban VPN? They do ban it. It's just that you are going through it, around it. Moving out is difficult, but like then don't complain about it. It's like you have to accept the reality of it. Like that's the core point of it. You have to accept the reality of it. For example, I'm not very rich. Why? Because again, I'm not good with money. I have to accept the reality of it. That's the penalty of it. I have to accept it. Is AI showing some engagement, emergent property? Yeah, it has reached that emergent property. Basically, notes how they are interacting and how they are behaving. It's completely emergent property. We are just guiding it. At this point in time, we are almost a place where we have a fertile environment. We plant some seed and we watch it grow. We are not in a position where it's a code based system. We have crossed that long ago, as in like so long ago that YouTube algorithm, it's so complex. It has so many vectors. Like even the YouTube people, you have to understand, the YouTube head office is completely left leaning, and YouTube became the biggest platform for right leaning ideologies. Like how the heck that happened? Because the algorithm was so complex. It was like if this then that then live person down this, then there's a rabbit hole protocol. It created so much issue for them. It's like damn. A7 Mark IV price on Amazon 2 lakh rupees. I do not know. Check it. Why so lazy, man? I'm not planning to buy it anyway, so I do not even care about this price. Again, if it's not too expensive, it should be a good one. The only thing I could wish for that it should have, hopefully, knock on wood, it should have 4K 60 without crop. Other than that, almost everything is there which I want, because you have to understand, while Canon does allow some good options, like really good option at low cost, they generally come with crappy battery, like small batteries that are like this size battery, which is just not good enough for a full frame. Like this battery is used my in DSLR, it barely lasts. So a you do need big battery. And the fact lens is the biggest reason why I'm seriously considering Sony. I found Sony lenses to be very I don't want disappointed. Can AI replace computer networking jobs? Again, right now it will not do anything like that, but in next 5 to 10 years it will slowly have an effect. Basically the growth period of AI, basically growth period of IT jobs will slow down, where it's like no more new jobs, because the people who are there, they have to do far more work. They're like, let's say, programmers, right? That's the biggest what you call bulk, so to say. So programmers still would be there. It's just that a lot of bulk work will be done by AI, low level AI, early phases, let's say 2030, I would say 2030. And then slowly they'll be like, okay, now slowly start to replace the senior level AI. Basically, once you promote them, you do not hire newer ones. So basically you keep waiting it out. And once AI becomes good enough, then people will be like almost like, almost just management, so to say. Whereas like AI is doing the high level thing, and again at that point you have to be best of the best of the best of the best in order to have a quality job. Other people, that's the biggest thing. It's like people are like, oh, best human programmer can beat it. Yeah, are you the best programmer? That's the question. It's like 80% of humanity will not be able to compete in any domain. Like call centers, that's the part. Call centers, driving, programming, management, so many things can be done, and AI can do it so much better. Again, it can do better almost right now. It's just that voice AI is not that great yet, but I can easily see it in the next 5 years. You can have basically a big computer that you have locally running, and a offline backup. Offline as in like a cloud backup. Cloud will be the backup. You will have a local system, because again it's too expensive to run on cloud, but you will have a backup there. So basically if this goes down, you will go there, because you do not want a downtime, and that will do your basically AI agent for you. That agent will do almost everything for you. Basically it's like, hey, I want to look for trains. It will know where you want to travel from here to there and all that. You used DeepSpeak? No. When a real AI 8K 8K cannot happen. 8K is too stupid. 4K HDR is the sweet spot. You can increase it, but there is no point. And again, lens does not have the ability to go to 8K. You have to use mirror based. I have a detailed video on this, resolution versus resolution hype and myth busting. It's in Camera Tuesday playlist. It's talking about the science of it, why you can't have physical 8K. Like you can have 8K sensor, you can have, heck, long ago we had 8K on this also, but it's garbage. So true 8K, which it actually looks that good, it's not possible on glass. Glass is the limiting factor, not the sensor, glass. So that's there. Once you said neural network is math formulas, but and AI companies don't have mathematicians. They have. All high level computer programming requires mathematical knowledge and very high level mathematics. Have you not seen the social network movie? Like they're talking about mathematical theta and all that. Have you not seen that paperwork of that deep seek? It's full of mathematics. Full of mathematics. Bro, what the hell? I guess India has started the process of universal basicing already, giving out free money to women. That's just taking money from men and giving to women. That's not universal basicing. That's digging our grave quickly. I want to ask, what about your Telegram group? Some people started to spread nonsense by spamming messages, someone's personal belief. See, it is what it is. It will happen. Like no matter what you do, no matter which group you create, it will always happen. That's why I do not enforce too much, and that's why anytime somebody fights, I say I will ban both of them. I do not have time to like, okay, what you're doing, because you have to be the adult. People disagree with you, you have to be okay with it. People insult you, you have to be okay with it. It's like, and if it becomes too much, just leave. Like that will be that, like the way you're talking, I can guarantee you do not run any large organization. It will always happen. And again, people are not paying there. So if you pay and interact, that's a different thing. If you're getting paid and interacting, that's a different thing. Like how you behave in a job environment, because somebody else controls your paycheck, you're gonna behave differently. If you're paying somewhere to talk and all that, you're gonna behave differently. If you're everything is free, that's how people behave. Like that's what real life is like. Welcome to real life. It might be well off topic, but what's your take on budget 2020? I'm not the right person. I'm not the person who understands money. If I understood money, I would be rich. I'm not yet. Heck, this year was the first time after a long time when my like investment actually went into red. I almost freaked out. It's like, what the hell? I thought it would be like high, but well, such is life. Right now, my profit percent is 0.7%. I'm like, damn. Such is life. Such is life. Such is life. It's like that. It's almost a constant decline from last 6 months. If I look only in 1 year time frame, I can see like lowest price has gone up to. Can AI girlfriend be used in physical robotics to make my lifetime? Yeah, a lot of people are working on it. Lot of right now the first early phase, very early, like the big mobile phone I talked about. Same way, it's already launched in CES. They had it. Na, it's like $300,000 something like that. The step one is done. Step one is done. Step two is being worked on. How before it becomes good, I think it will be very expensive. Right now, paying for services would be cheaper right now, as of now. But that bot level where you can truly do the job, that's gonna take a while. That's gonna take a while. Electronic transmission in 30-ton truck will be expensive and less efficient than mechanical transmission on highway. No, you are creating random bullshit. No, that's not how it works. Electric transmission is far better. How do we know? That's how locomotives work. That's how diesel locomotive works. You just made something up. You just made something up, my man. You just made it. No, it will be inefficient. How? Why? You just made something up, man. Come on. Again, you seen locomotion, and again, the biggest dump trucks. Those are like 600-ton trucks. Those are majority of them are electric. What the hell? You randomly just made something up. And again, I have a detailed video on that, like why series hybrid is better. We have submarines to prove it. We have diesel locomotive. We have large dump truck to prove it. It's like you just made something up, man. Come on. Any good movies you watched lately? No, I don't even recall what was the last movie I watched. Yet is important. Agreed to disagree. You can say in philosophy. How can you say that in science? I do not get like which part. Which part? You should also consider A7C Mark II. It's compact and easy to carry. Again, I'm not looking for that sort of thing. Mechanical is more efficient because engines will drive axle. Okay, okay. When you connect something mechanically, connection goes both way. That's the problem. Meaning, if the you go up a hill, the torque requirement goes up. Penalty of that is your gearbox. Even if you're changing the RPM is one thing that you can try to control with the RPM free floats. A problem with that is your fuel efficiency goes down when you do that. And if you are burning more fuel, there is no point. Oh, transmission is efficient. You are burning more fuel. Does not matter. That's why diesel locomotive does not do that. You do not want torque transmission to go into the engine. You do not want engine to have variable load. You always want engine to work like a generator where it's like, okay, this is the RPM, this is the torque, done. I have explained that image. It's called brake specific fuel consumption. Google it, please. BSFC. It's always at a very tiny island where it's like at this point in time, the engine consumes least amount of fuel, gives the most amount of power. For example, it could be like 230 grams of fuel consumption for 1 kilowatt hour. And if you are at other RPMs, other torque loadings, heck, you can have same RPM, but other torque loading, it could drop to 350 grams of fuel consumed per 1 unit of electricity. That's why we have to do series hybrid. Okay. We've been there, done that, 1 century. We have known this for 1 century. My I have a billionaire sons. I learned being humble about money is very important because he was. uh, Interesting. Well, such is life. Such is life. We get to see and learn from a lot of humble things and humble things. Any evidence of seaweed biofuel? Nah, nothing major. Again, unless government puts money on it and waits for 10 years, it's not gonna happen. And if they're like, I want to in 5 years or 2-3 years, yeah, it's pointless. Alternator efficiency is 90%. Inverter will at least 5%. No, those efficiencies are very low and very outdated. I've already done all the mathematics, man. That's why I keep talking about it. I've already shared all the mathematics, every drivetrain. And again, if you're burning more fuel, okay, I'm just now too frustrated, God damn it. Hold on. Your boy done to my channel frustrated me. Hopefully you guys can hear me and listen to me without any issue. If that is so, please write yes AV so I can get confirmation that audio and video is working properly. And today we're gonna talk about some
where do I have that
market
exact
turmoil that's going
information?
on
That's the
right now.
question.
I hope things are working. Live
not
chat
this
is
one.
active.
Okay.
Hello YouTube
Damn
viewers.
it.
Okay, so as of now, I have also got the feedback from incognito windows. So I'm assuming the audio and video is working properly. So
Specific
yes,
fuel
AV, I
consumption.
got the yes AV, so that's cool. Okay, so as of now, I do think things are working. So let's get started.
Okay, got the image. Now I have
All
to
things are
download
good.
the
Now,
image.
I
so
do apologize,
you
even
can
though I've been here a
share
week,
that.
my health was not really in good position, and I also got some bad news.
Okay,
So
got the image.
fundamentally,
Image
this week,
is
last
here.
week was
Now
not
dropping
very
the image
productive
into.
or at all. I only got to make one shot. So there's gonna be live stream shot, Rocket Monday video done.
Hold on,
Nothing
this
else.
mouse is bricked.
So I do apologize for that. It's just that I'm not feeling well at all. So things are taking extremely large amount. I hope next week would be a bit more productive.
Okay, so now we are looking at a very important image that somehow you guys don't get it. This image is true in every single engine. Let be very clear. Every single engine. Every single engine proportions will change. For example, this engine, according to its best efficiency, is 225 grams per unit of electricity. That is how much energy it can. And you can see it has a pattern. Are you guys seeing my mouse? No, I don't think you can see that. Okay, anyway, you can pay attention. Like at 70 Newton meter torque loading at 2500 RPM, it's giving you the perfect one. Now here's the, you can have the same RPM, but you increase the torque, which will happen. If you are connected to the road, the torque loading will change. If you are going up ramp, torque loading will go up. If it is going down, it will change. Now your engine literally can come down to, like, if you increase, it will go into the yellow zone, which is 135 rather than 125. The color coding, man, they should have had better color coding for this.
I'm just running on hope and faith at this point in time.
And God help you if you are like underloading.
That's why many hybrid, they turn off engine at lower loading, because if you, let's say exactly 2500 RPM, but you are going downhill, right? You are coasting and your engine is running. That time you are wasting so much money, like so much fuel. Let's say your torque load is only 10, you are consuming 700 units of fuel, 700 grams for 1 unit of fuel. This is the reason you cannot, no matter what you do in any sort of transmission, you cannot keep your engine here unless it's a series hybrid. Now in series hybrid drivetrain without battery, it's hard, because again you can control the RPM, somewhat you can control the torque, but again that's the best thing. And again, if your engine is running for long term, for example like a diesel locomotive, 1 week they can have engines running for 1 week, it makes night and day difference. Dump truck, they consume thousands of liters, it makes a huge difference. Again, see, range extend away, your engine can stay here. It's like, okay, I'm consuming the least amount of fuel, most amount of electricity, and even the inefficiency of the drivetrain would be compensated, because your engine is always, let that be very clear, always at that peak efficiency. And if you have any modern car, virtual sorry about that, if you have any engine with basically any car with modern real-time fuel mileage, you will see sometimes the number is very high. Like even though, like for my example, my espresso is only supposed to give 22 to 25, it never gives that. I only gotten 20 once, 18 to 19. But sometimes when I'm driving on a highway, it randomly goes to 48. What the hell? That 48 is when engine is exactly at this precise island where it's like giving you the most. Okay. For example, this engine has like 2080, 20. What is the lowest number? Yeah, 225. That 225. It goes there. The lowest number. It's the most efficient one. But again, engine can't stay there, even if you are driving on a flat road, because wind will change. Wind will be pushing you. Torque loading goes up. Your efficiency goes down. Instagram and heck, I don't even know. Instagram, I think. It's like I've explained this so many times. It's like it's a time-tested thing. Randomly, you're just making things up. I don't even know at first. Later, he realized father files has chapter charter jets. I want like damn. Yeah. That's airlines and U.S. Marine helicopter crash. What's that? Yeah, I do not know. Most likely, it's hold on, let me my throat is hurting. Something to do with air traffic controller did not notice that they were both on the same elevation at the wrong time. So they did ask like, have you do you have visual confirmation? But in a busy airport, you can see a different plane and think we are talking about the same thing, because you can't read the number on a plane. But so 1 month ago, I downloaded. I think that's what happened. Again, it could be in his region or it could be in his system. So you're going to just feeding wrong login and ID. Okay, that should be fixed by now. Nobody has talked about it so far. How the heck now somebody talked about it? It's like it was been going on for so your video is playing in the background. Okay, so you're clear concepts of basic physics, learn how energy transmission works, clear. I've already explained it. If you do not understand this basic thing, I'm sorry. Basically, you do not understand engine. If you are like, I get that. Everybody thinks, oh, in mechanical transmission, it's like, it's not. It's not. That's why diesel locomotive does not. That's why submarine does not. That's why dump truck does not do it. Like this graph applies to every engine there is. How much time Intel Arc BA580 come in India? Again, that's not, I cannot help with that. Please stop your speaker, it's I have stopped it, sir, background play. Now, did it started now? Because again, we have been going for almost 1 hour. Only now people are coming, like, did playback started accidentally? I think playback may have started accidentally. Okay, no, didn't check, see the chats. I am seeing every chat, but I could have missed something. Current AI robot was so realistic that can affect spy like raw. Honey trapped nowadays. Yeah, such is life. Please stop the speaker repeating. Okay, background ho gaya. Mining trucks 300 tons from Caterpillar is less efficient than mechanical cars without battery. So rated as used because of torque and durability. If a AI robot comes so realistic that it could cause many problems like actual problem, imagine AI Trump robot. Yeah, such is life. No, you don't check, see the chat. I did. Audio problem should have been fixed by now. Okay. Okay. When you use searching for the image, then incognito started playing. Okay. Yeah, it makes sense. This mouse, I think I have to send for a service. It's like, I think double clicking is like, you think you would buy expensive, right? Engine inefficiency, variation, load circumstances. That's why, like I have explained that by every single calculation, engine is the weak link.
Transmission you can transmit, is just that engine does not have good efficiency. You want engine to be just like, bro, act like a generator. I'll only put this much load. Only then you can get the most work out of your liquid fuel. Your transmission efficiency is better, no discussion about that. Then why does everybody does like anything serious? Because you will not get your real value. Like, sir, my mileage is 40 kilometer per liter. Cool, awesome. You drive it, sir. I'm barely getting 18. Why? Transmission of torque messes up the system. And again, gearbox tries to match the RPM. It can never lock it at there. But as a generator, it's locked. It's like it's running at that point. And if your let's say drivetrain requires more energy, the energy comes from battery, not from the generator. And if you are reverse sending it, again, it does not go to the generator. Generator still at the same load. It will dump into the battery. That's why battery has to be there to keep the engine in the efficiency island. And you cannot regenerate energy from fuel. Like once you have burnt the fuel, fuel is gone. Done. The end. I've explained that part in detail in multiple videos, not just one video, multiple videos. It's not about the goddamn transmission, it's about the engine efficiency. You have to keep engine in efficiency island. Man, how do you know so much for everything? I do not know everything. You have not met smart people. I have met smart people. Like as a good GTG. I do not know what does that mean. Planting trees just close to your house, east-west direction, and cool your house from tree shadow in summer. I don't have blank space there. There are houses on it. Thoughts on plane crashes? One plane crash was bad. Second, again, I think apparently second crash also happened recently. And again, Trump is going against this system, what you call diversity, equity, and inclusion, and all that. And there is a good chance, again, it's early assumption. There is a good chance the reason why they were understaffed is because a lot of people were turned away because they were like white. It's like, no, we need black people and this and all that. So if that was the reason, DIE caused the issue. Because again, any person makes mistakes. That's why you're supposed to have sufficient staff so people are not overworked, not overstressed. This sort of issue happens. Let's see, we'll figure things out. I'm learning all this electric vehicles courses of first year of mechanical engineering. Nice, good. That's good. All mobile operators are increasing mobile tower power is approved by government. Can it affect birds? Who cares? Birds do not have a parliament voice. They cannot go into parliament and complain. So who cares? Okay, it's been 1 hour. Okay, and again, please, before saying that, like this, remember this image. And again, see how bad your engine can be. Exact RPM, 2500 RPM, but your torque loading goes down, you are consuming more fuel. And again, by the way, this graph they have limited in terms of torque, but it actually goes above also, meaning if you overload it, your gearbox will start to grind down. That's why. Again, even ships. Heck, even ships are going away from like that long drive shaft. They are changing that. It's like, yeah, it's much better to go through electrics. It's like been there, done that. 1 century we have known this science. 1 century. Engine has to be efficient. You can have 100% efficient transmission, but if your engine is burning fuel unnecessarily, what's the point? What's the benefit? You have inefficient transmission, but engine is smooth operator. It's like I start, I charge the battery from let's just say 10% to 80%, I turn off, everything is smooth, efficient, less pollution. Okay, anyway, I see you guys. Well, I may do another live stream randomly this week because just to keep the channel alive, but we'll see. Too many things are happening. Bye.